You guys, it is Shelly, the Forex Trade Her here, heavy on the her in this male dominant industry. So, you guys, normally I go on live to go over the market, but with Valentine's Day just passing, I'm literally just trying to recharge myself because I've spent 2 days just pretty much living. So, I just decided to record this and put it on my YouTube for you guys, just so you guys can see what I'm expecting the market to do. So I'm going to share my screen and we're going to get right into it. The pairs I will be going over will be Ripple, NZD/USD, GBP/JPY, and I also want to look at NAS 100. So let's go ahead. I'm actually already on my Ripple chart right now. Now, this is a trade that I'm currently in. For those that are on my live every week, you guys know that I've been waiting on this buy for a very long time. And I already closed partial profits for roughly 2,100 pips. I did go ahead and get another entry. I haven't, I want to get a second entry, but I want to make sure this thing is respecting the pattern I have drawn out, which would be a bullish flag. And if you go down to the 4-hour, it's actually a little bit more apparent. So this is what I see. But there's a couple of things that I actually want to redo just to make sure that this is what I see, because it's been moving weird. So I'm actually gonna take a snapshot of this because I haven't took my picture yet. And then I'm gonna redraw out this pattern just to make sure it is what I'm expecting. So let me get this image first. I'm not going to delete the whole chart. I really just want to delete these. And then I'm going to delete this alert for the moment. So this is what I had. But I want to see, I'm on the 4-hour right now. I know I move pretty quick. But ideally, I know what I'm looking for. So ideally, I drew out a bullish flag, but as you can see, it's starting to break out of it a bit. So I drew this second trend line that I deleted because I want to make sure that as long as price doesn't break this trend, that lets me know that this is still going to buy. But if it starts to create new structure and it does break this trend, I will probably be closing my trade way before it even gets near the stop loss, because I don't believe in sitting in a losing trade. I know when to exit my trades early if it doesn't go how I'm expecting it to go. So right now I am in for this buy for Ripple, but it's moving so weird that I do have possibilities on closing it early if it doesn't respect this structure. So I'm going to buy right now, but we will see what happens. So let me go ahead and put my alert back on. Where is, oh, there it is. And I'm gonna put it once per bar because I want to make sure I don't miss this, just in case this thing does move a bit crazily. Now, where is that set for 79? I'm gonna put it up a little higher because I'm not gonna let it go down that low if I don't have to. Now, I wanna go to NZD/USD. Now, this was a trade that I took. I caught a small win, and I honestly wish I would have just stayed in this trade The reason I actually closed was because there was some news that came out and it was pushing my entry down towards my stop loss. So I actually closed before it even got to my entry point. But ideally, I could have just stayed in because I had my entry down here and I could have still been in for it today. So I pretty much missed this trade. I'm not getting back in. Normally, when I take my entries, I usually get them strictly off of supply and demand based on the weekly time frame. Like that's how I get my sniper entries. So unless this thing retests this level of price, I will not be getting back in this trade. And it kind of looks like I might actually have an opportunity to get back in. So we will see, because this thing kind of looks like it's pushing down still. If you notice, this candle right here, oh, I didn't even know this was in here. Let's delete that. So this candle right here is a very, very good form of rejection. So it might retest this level. And if it does retest this level, then I will for sure either get in for a buy, depending on what candles form here, or I might get in for a sell, depending on if this breaks and retests. So what I'm actually going to do for this is, since price is still around this zone, I'm going to add another level of price just in case this thing does decide to retest and, you know, break through, because then I could possibly catch a sale. So let me see something. I'm probably going to just put it right here. As you can see, there's not a lot of price down here. There's not a lot of like key levels. I would put it up here, but I just feel like that, I mean, it's not super close, so I guess we can get away with it. Let me see what the risk reward ratio would be, because that's really my main focus. Because I like to catch big positions. So this is 300 pips would be decent. It'd be decent. I'm gonna stretch this down a bit further though, just because I see price did go here twice. So this is what I would call a minor zone. Now, of course, if I go all the way back, like well past the like at least, you know, well back, I might find something, but I'm not going all the way back. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep it right here for now, and we'll see what happens later on in the week. But what it looks like is, since this candle has 3 days to close, I probably won't be catching this trade until next week, which is fine. So we will see. We will see. We will see. Now, why did it clone it like that? Yeah, so we'll see. I feel like this is definitely going to retest this level. I'm going to put an alert here so I won't forget to check on this trade. Now this I'm going to do once per bar close, because this is it's super important to make sure your candles are closed at your key levels. So for this one, I definitely need it to be when the candle closes, because then I will then go and look for, you know, further confirmations on whether I'll be taking a sell or a buy. So, and just because this is a great example, whenever you want to look for, you know, a change in the trend, you want to always make sure that you're recognizing a break. So price will have to break this overall downtrend and then possibly retest it. And sometimes you won't get retest. It just depends on the market, you know. But ideally, you want to look for a break and a retest. So you want price to go up outside of this trend, breaking these levels of structure, and then retesting it and continuing on. So I have to see something like that if I want to, you know, catch a buy. And if I want to go in for a sale, I will look for my break of this zone versus that zone. And if there's any questions on that, leave them in the comments and I'll further explain it. Moving on though, GBP JPY. Now this trade, I just so happened to check on my phone on TradingView and I actually missed this trade. So it's okay. I don't know how my alert didn't, excuse me. I don't know how I missed my alert too, because I had it set right at the perfect level so I could catch this sale, but it is what it is. And honestly, I can still catch this trade. I just need to, I'm probably gonna let this this day candle close before I consider a possible entry. So hopefully this can be my setup for this week, excuse me, because I'm already in Ripple, but I want to catch this trade too. And I caught this part of the sale and locked that profit in. And I'm happy I did because my stop loss might have gotten nicked. You always want to make sure you set your stop loss according to technicals. So I'm going to probably get a re-entry on this. This is a beautiful double top. This probably is going to be the position for the week. Yep. So that's GJ. And my last pair would be NAS 100. I want to go over NAS 100. I'm trying to get back into trading indices. I used to trade them and I stopped. And now that I've stopped, I can't seem to get back into them. Like, it just, I don't know. It just, some people are okay with trading like literally 5 pairs. And me personally, I try to stick to 2, maybe 3 at the most, because I don't like having to watch all these charts. And even though I set alerts, I sometimes miss alerts. So I've been watching NAS 100. I just haven't been trading it. I want to add another level up here. Right now, though, I will say it's definitely buying. And I definitely could have caught this buy had I not, again, missed an alert. And the alert isn't even on here anymore because I deleted it. But ideally, I could have caught this buy. Definitely could have caught this little quick buy. But for the sake of this, I'm probably not going to trade NAS. But for those that are interested, yeah, it's definitely buying at the moment. It already broke this trend right here, and that is the retest I was talking about that you would be looking for. So yeah. So this is what I was saying for NZD/USD. Here's the trend down. You got a break. Price retested it, and now it's pushing back up. And what you would have also looked for, like your first sign of the rejection, would have been this doji candle right here. It literally, normally when you look for doji candles, it's always best to look for them at your zones, because ideally that's how you know if it is in fact a reversal, because sometimes doji candles can happen and they won't be a sign of reversal. It'll just be a sign of indecision. So normally it's best to look for them either at your demand zones, your supply zones, or even, or even on the overall trend line. So like even right here, we have a doji that formed, and you know that sale took place after. So you want to look for your dojis near your demand zone, supply zone, or trend line. But all right, you guys, that concludes this video. That is the pairs that I'm going to be looking at this week. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. And if you want another video like this, let me know, and I will definitely give you more. You guys have a great day, kill the week, and rob the market.